Time for a trade and get paid. Forex forecast. It's raining pips out here.
What's going on, everybody? Joe Giunta with Trend Trading Academy. I'm here to help you trade and get paid. I'm back with another Forex forecast, Sunday, April 24th, and we're looking at GBPAUD. You already know it because that's what I trade. Before I get into it, don't forget, like, comment, subscribe, hit that bell, get notified every time I drop content. If you want to become a student and see complete analysis, get inside the classroom where we're giving full breakdowns, trade setups, community, fire. Go to trendtrading.academy. The link's in the description. Let's get to these charts. Last week, guys, I told you on the GBP AUD 30-minute, we were right in this area right here, and you can watch that video above. I'm going to tag it above. We were right in here looking at this this neckline break, and I told you, we had come down, shoulder, neck, head, neck, shoulder, and I was telling you that we had a potential for an inverse head and shoulders. And so what we ended up seeing here was very interesting, because what we saw ended up like this. We got our left shoulder right here. We got our head right here. We got our right shoulder right here. And then we had our neckline break real clean, and we ended up coming up to here into this level of structure. I told you that it was going to be from here to here. So if you look on last week's video, I told you that it was going to be somewhere in between these two structure levels right here. It would come up to either this level, or it would come and retest this level. And of course, look, it went right in between. We ate really nice on that. It was a good move. We ended up with, look at that, 130 plus pips. If you caught 100 of it, you did really good. So that was nice. Inverse head and shoulders. And now check this out. So this week we had this rejection. It came down here like this. Drop, base, rally, came up, pushed up. We had a shoulder, a head, another shoulder. Although this is in like kind of uneven, that's okay, because all we got to do in the situation where we see that happen is we just cut the head off like that. We cut the head off like that, and then we just trade either the breakout or the rejection. And so what we're looking to do right here is we're looking at price as the week opens is going to try to bounce again, kind of retest this trend line. And then as price either breaks, we would find a buy as it breaks that level right here. Or if it rejects, we would take a sell in this level right here. And so really nice setup there. Everything's looking real good. And so we have a nice setup coming for this week. Let me show you one more thing before I take off. If you look here, you come from the bottom and you go up to the top where the week closed, you can see where your golden zone is. Now, notice that the golden zone, this area, was tested, but it was tested from this high, right? It was tested from this level. And that was not a golden zone. That was a 38. So when you bring it up to here where it actually closed, the actual high for the week, now you have it to where it's kind of close to the 50. It rejected and came back up, but it set a new high. So really what we want to see happen is we want to see price come from the previous level, which is right here to here, and that right there is where you got your test, which means that that's just another confirmation of what I showed you on cutting that head off. So you see how that area right here, another rejection would give us, another touch on that 100 or that 0. And what that would end up giving us, if that does do that, is, look at that, retest. And if it drops, what do we got? We have a double top. So everything's looking really good for that to happen. And get rid of that. And so that's looking real good. The next thing we're going to look at real quick is this trend line. We look from here, 1, 2, go through. We had our first fake out. That's okay. We like that. All we got to do, go back and look at my fan strategy, where you can go and look at how I use trend lines to build my own custom fan. And you can see how price is sandwiched now. So if you look and see how price went from here, gave us the fake out, break back up to the upside, and now it's kind of playing along that line. What we want to see happen is we want to see price either reject and push up, or we want to see price break and then come back down to this level to retest this. So again, another confirmation that if we cut that head off and it tests up here, all we're looking for is a break to the downside right here like that. So really, in a nutshell, I think what it comes down to, for those of you who are really looking for, some really key levels, I think the key level that we're looking at here is number one is going to be the 177,625 area. That's going to be a key level. And then on the downside, I think the key level that you're looking for is right here. It's going to be at the 176,995. So really, essentially the 177 level. And so right in that area right there, I think that's your key area. That's where we want to kind of watch as the week opens. We want to see what happens within that structure. And if we get a break to the upside, we're going to trade it. If we get a break to the downside, we're going to trade it. And I think that's going to set the direction for the entire week. So when you look at the big picture, look at this. We're still, even though we've been bullish, we're still very bearish. And we have a rounded bottom here. It could end up, if it does break up to the upside, it could end up coming into this area right here. That was a very key level at the 18500 level right there. So that would be a nice target for the week if we can get up into that area right there. And that would complete a rounding bottom, probably get into a little teacup before pushing back up. I've been telling you for weeks that GBP is stronger and more sustainable than AUD. However, AUD has held strength, and GBP has been taking a hit because of everything going on in the world right now with commodities, gas prices, everything else. So because of that, here's your key level. If it breaks the upside, we're looking to go to around 180 and 180 in the 650 area. If it breaks to the downside, we're looking to test the low at the 171, 750-ish area. And that's it. That's what we're looking for the week. Be careful. We got a lot of news. You can see a lot of news, a lot of yellow folders, but multiple yellow folders. It acts like a red folder. So just kind of be careful trading news. A lot of news this week. And other than that, it's going to be another great week in the market. TTA, we're going to eat on these trade setups again. YouTube, I'm going to try to give you as much as I can this week. Follow my small account challenge. I'm already up about 25% on that challenge. I'm going to post updates along the way. So I started with a $984 account. I'm already up to nearly $1,200, and that's in 2 nights of trading. So, all right, let's get it, guys. Have a great week in the market. I'll see you next week.